want to let you know this is my first gig. That means I've made it in comedy. If I made it, I mean, I smoked weed with the first pick, and then when he had to cancel, he offered me up as the second choice. So you're probably wondering, Quinn, how are you doing? I'm doing all right. I don't know why I'm sweating. Could be from the heat, could be from bad life choices, or it could be, the handful of Adderall I took so I could get here. So sometimes I feel like a password without a capital letter, too insecure to function. So if I had a friend for every mental illness I had, I'd have two, and they still wouldn't want to hang out. I realize my life's a lot like a fidget spinner, kind of cool but ultimately useless. In 6 months, none of us will care. Okay, I've won you over, but I'm about to lose you. So I feel like everyone should try and kill themselves every once in a while. Hear me out. So it really lowers the bar on what's considered self-improvement, right? And if you're good at it, you can milk it for a while. Like, I tried to kill myself 3 years ago, right? And if I want to feel good about myself, all I have to do is put on a clean shirt, take a shower, go outside, and people are like, Quinn, are you losing weight? Are you eating right? No, I'm fatter than ever and dead inside, Aunt Kathy, but I'm alive, and that's where I set the bar. As a kid, I was really nervous, 6 years old, an immense sense of dread whenever anyone would talk to me. So what I would do to help cope with this is I would place my hand on a surface and I'd bend my fingers as far back as possible until the sense of dread would come down, about 30 minutes later. I call this story the second reason why people thought I was autistic. So 9 out of 10 koalas have chlamydia. This statistic surprised me because I thought I got them all. I found out when a man has sex with a pregnant lady and his penis hits the baby in the face, it leaves a dimple. All I could think about while learning this fact was, Dad, I don't think it works. I'm 25. I am really close with my parents. I love them. They're great people. I'm a huge mama's boy. Give it up for moms. How can you not be, She's the lady that shat me out of her vagina. She held me while I cried. She fed me from her bosom. When I put on this shirt, I came here. My mom's recently, it's a thinker. My mom's recently asked me not to mention her in my set. She said, Quinn, I don't like the joke about you sucking on my breast. And I said, Mom, you're also the same lady that in 5th grade told me if I got good grades, you'd let me bake a 3-layer cake, First layer cake, second layer brownie, third layer cake, pretty good cake. And then the same lady who liked the cakes so much that she lowered what she considered to be a good grade. And I feel like the only way I can get back at her for, this, is to be doing this. So, I've realized as a fat man, though, there's not much worse I can do than play with my belly button. Right? Idle conversation, treating my third hole like a third hole, There's nothing worse than me having a deep conversation with me or with you being 2 dunkles deep in myself. My niece recently walked up to me and put 2 hands on my belly, right, and said, Quinn, you're chubby. I said, all right. She goes, no, because it's rude to call you fat. I said, hey, Noonie, you're a cunt. It's rude for me to tell you you're adopted. Guys, I'm really happy you liked that joke. I was at a different show a few weeks ago, and I said the word cunt, and they just didn't like it. They were like, hey, but that's the thing. They don't know my niece. She is a cunt. She's the worst. She's 7. Okay. So, fellas, when you're 14 and you're getting drunk or your friends are peer pressuring you to get drunk for the first time, later on in the night, those same guys are now peer pressuring you to give them a blowjob. Does no homo cover childhood trauma? I'm asking for a friend. My therapist calls this unpacking, so I'm happy we're working through it together. So I recently I'm on the last 3 months of my parents' insurance, right? It's a weird time for me because I've never wanted cancer more. Yeah, I don't really want cancer, right? But for me, October 2017 is a lot better than February 2018. And I have this wisdom tooth thing that I've been putting off. And I feel like if I got cancer next month, my parents would probably buy me a year of insurance and I'd be able to, coast and take care of them at my leisure. So who here's played Mario Kart? I didn't expect you to guys that. Okay, have you played Mario Kart? I'm going to ask you, I'm going to set this up for you, okay? Maybe you're playing Mario Kart with like a friend you don't really like, or like a younger sibling. So you give them the shittier controller, right? It mostly works, but the joystick doesn't work, is broken, and the A button sticks. So like you've been cruising in first place like the whole game, right? So you're just cruising, and then through sheer hard work and determination, they finally pass you. So you fall back, you hit an item box, you get a right turtle shell, you hit them, you pass them, get in first place, and you win. That's white privilege. Guys, I tell that joke just so I can say this line. So in video games, I always play as the biggest, blackest guy. And it's because if I wanted to, I've always wanted to be tall and cool, and that's the only way I can do it. I feel like if I played a video game with my own characteristics, it'd be a lot like the game Kirby, but the only thing he sucks is at life. Okay. How am I doing on time?
You're doing okay. You got a couple minutes left.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I was worried. First show.
Destroying the magic of
yeah, exactly. Still, that's fine. It's fine. I'm not trying to ace it. That's for other people. I'm here for the drinks. The band Beastie Boys, when I heard the Beastie Boy MCA died, all I could think was YMCA. I heard he died of cancer. Yeah, you get it. I heard he died of cancer, but I believe it was sabotage. He said the kind of cancer he had was a death sentence, but in my heart, I believe it was a license to ill. I guess what I'm trying to say is I wish you would have gotten that checked out. Found out what it was all about. At this point in the joke, I usually bring up the late Chester Bennington. Holla. I'm breaking that habit tonight. Okay, so when you turn 100 in England, the Queen writes you a handwritten letter. I like to think the closer she gets to 100, they might get a little bit more competitive. Something like, Dear Ruth, I heard you're congratulations on turning 100. Let's see you make it to 101, you bitch. Love the Queen. I don't know if this comedy thing's gonna work out, but I do have a couple ideas for a TV show. I'm gonna run it by you, okay? The first one is about the ethical treatment of animals and aliens. They call it pedophiles, right? And the second one is based off of my two most Googled searches, which is true crime mystery and cures for irritable bowel syndrome. I call it gonorrhea. And if those don't work out, I'll do bottom of the barrel stuff, I'll do dick jokes and illusions, and you can call me Magic Johnson. Okay, I'm gonna leave you on a bad poem, okay? You guys know Elon Musk, right? Yeah. SpaceX, King of Mars. Okay, so Elon Musk, if he was a walrus, would he be Elon Tusk? If he turned into a butterfly, would he leave behind an Elon husk? If he got breast implants, I'd be staring at Elon's bust. In high school, his friends said Elon sucks, but now they call him Elon Bucks. I guess what I'm trying to say is Elon fucks. I'm kidding, he likes to watch. That's right, Elon cucks. My name's Quin Miller. You can see this set next Wednesday at the house. Bye.
Good morning, everybody. Keep it going for it.